10-7 St. Clair, 4:21 to go in the first quarter. Sandy Kiss and his squad come out of the huddle looking to maintain this advantage. Time for the largest lead of the matchup here on We Digital. Fanshawe with the ball. Trap attempt immediately for St. Clair off the inbound. Inbound intercepted by Logan Casera. To Murphy. Back to Logan for three. Airball's it no good. Rebound picked up by the first year from Oakville and Matt. Trap attempt again from St. Clair. 1-1-2. More so in the zone. Trap this time along the timeline. Fanshawe got across it. 12 on the shot clock. Spacing being called ahead as the motion's about for Fanshawe. Jump shot, baseline, good. Matt. Of note, coming out of that timeout, two substitutions who weren't coming onto the floor there. Chelsea Brush, big part of that last possession. Watches this time, though, as Murphy drains it outside for three. Trying to break ahead. This time is Cotton down the side. Able to get it across the timeline. Tries to bring it herself all the way to the baseline. Can't get it to drop. Take it back up quickly by St. Clair in response. 4-point advantage. Largest lead so far. Outside. Burden. Hot spot. Three. Yes! St. Clair now on a 6-0 run the past 40 seconds. And a quick whistle. And away it goes against Fanshawe. Miscommunication with Cotton and her teammates there for that turnover. On the floor for the Falcons, Blackbird lined up alongside Van Dyke and Matt. Mentioned on the floor, Brush as well. Lined up as well. Rounding up that five now in regards to that will be Cotton. Murphy on the second chance. Pass to Bird. Jumper no good. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Falcons trying to improve after some struggles the past couple possessions. Passed around outside. Cotton finds some space off the screen. No good. Just grazes the mesh. Stolen away by Logan Casero off the save baseline. Think we're keeping the tempo calm off that as Murphy for three. Yes, sirree! How about a 9-0 run for St. Clair? St. Clair steals it again. Logan drives it herself. Can't get it to go. Second chance. Burning under the cup. Yes. No signal for a timeout or response there. Trying to drive up the side. Fanshawe gets across the timeline. Now stepping on it, just avoiding the backcourt violation. Cotton stays on the outside. Down low. Drive down low. Wide open. Yes. Van Dyke. And that breaks up the 11-0 run in the span of about 1 minute and 10 seconds for the Saints. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Back and forth along the outside. Murphy. Off to Logan Casera. High post to Jenna. Gets the screen. Jenna Casera for three. No good. Too strong. Second chance at a fresh 14. Drives the whistle. That will go to an inbound down the side. Throw a reach from Fanshawe. This time from Matt. Substitution coming back in as a result will be Grace Shea. Paolini also coming back in. A few more of those adjustments bring Tompkins back on in as well. Worth noting, there was a scratch coming in for Andy Kiss and company. That was for Grace Smirk as Coach Kiss, not liking what we've seen for the inbound situation, calls time out. And this first quarter up by 10. All set for the kickoff once more. Tournament set back up for Hamilton. This time return just around the 10-yard line, the far side. Once again, Anto finding some seams, breaking a couple tackles, knocked out around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and there's some cause for concern because the containment was lost on the far sideline. So now this is something you do not want to see. So you want to make sure this is rectified because you never want to have momentum flip on you after you score. You'll see the return man, once he decides he's going up the sideline, there should be some force or some pressure from the outside, and there just wasn't any. And he was able to get all the way across the 40 to the 44-yard line. And the Hurricanes have some pretty good field position here.
And you see Anto hyped up on the sideline after that return. 1st and 10 to the 44. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. 5 wide receiver set, 3 in the motion this time. Beldeck looking to pass, works quickly, bounced around and nearly intercepted right out of the hands of UUT.
Yeah, and that was Enzi again who came up and he fought for the ball here. It was pretty good coverage, a decent ball in that it could have been caught, but in this case scenario, just a better defense than it was offense as the pass breakup ended up resulting in that incompletion.
That would have been the 16th interception for the Fratman on the season if that was grabbed, by the way. London leads the OFC with 21. 2nd and 10. Approaching 1 minute to go. Looking to pass. Beldeck having to step up in the pocket. Here comes the pressure to the throw in the motion. Caught around the sideline, complete. That's enough for a first down. Jeremy Hicks on the reception.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't terrible coverage either. That was just a really nice play by the quarterback. He escaped some of the pressure, and it looked like it was 92. Is that Jordan Krug who was unable to bring him down on the pressure? And then a nice help route from his receiver who came back towards him, working to the sideline that he was rolling out to, and they converted it moving into the Fratman territory for the first time this evening.
Ball spotted at the 54-yard line. Few plays left in the quarter, and Hamilton elects to take a timeout.
Yeah, and you know what? So some people will be like, why are you taking a timeout? You're down 25-0. Yes, there was 7 or 8 seconds left on that play clock, but he mustn't have seen something he liked on the defense. And it's the first time you're breaching the offensive zone. So you better get the right play call in, because this drive has to result in points if you are going to stay in this game. You have to get points on this drive.
So with 40 seconds remaining, the first timeout from either side has now been used in this first half. The bright side for some of the Hurricanes, you see some of them looking to say hello to the fans watching from the Hamilton region here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm sure some of the players have some team records of their own and some maybe individual records that they want to eclipse for the season, so you can expect some of them to want to perform well here in the season finale. I'm sure all-star voting and all the stats and all the league leaders will be determined and finalized obviously after this game, but they want to have some successes too.
1st and 10, looking to pass. Beldeck going short, complete. Trying to find space. Marcus Hojo finding a lot of space down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds around the 25.
And that was a missed tackle. That is conceded. I know Coach Morency, Coach Norton in the back end. They'll give up that short little under route expecting to make the tackle. But that looked like, was that number 30, Jake Holloway, who came in and maybe missed that tackle?
Possibly.
Not sure, because I know he spent some time at safety. But either way, that was a missed tackle that resulted in a big gain, and now you're approaching that magical red zone if you're the Hurricanes.
To answer the question, yes, he is playing safety currently. Right at the very top, now moving up towards the line with several in the motion. Looking to pass again towards the end zone. And that draws flags. Pass interference.
Yeah, I think actually the receiver was the beneficiary of a bad throw there, because the throw was underthrown. And the receiver stopped, and the DB had no choice pretty much but to run into him.
But it's going to be interesting if it's going to be offensive or defensive pass interference here.
It's going to be defense. There's no
number 17, 15-yard foul, first down, Hamilton.
It'll be an automatic first down, and it'll go half the distance, and you'll probably have it around the 11 or 12-yard line. And they're marking it, it looks like at the 11-yard line. So they still have a chance to get a first down and keep this drive going, but either way, they are definitely in the scoring zone, and they need points here to keep this game in reach.
1st and goal. 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hamilton with a chance to break through on the scoreboard here.
And as you said, it is and goal. They actually marked it at the 9, so it is inside the 10.
3 in the motion. Beldeck looking to pass. Same area this time. All out of play to make it 2nd and goal.
Yeah, good play by the defensive back here, Billy Patterson Jr. He didn't bite too hard on that out, and they were trying to do a little out and up, and the receiver was just so slow out of his break, he had no chance to get over the top, so that was going to fall incomplete regardless.
And you see the horns blowing throughout the backdrop. This will be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and goal. Beldeck making his way up the line. 2 backs behind him. 4 wide receiver set. Faking the handoff, Beldick with a lot of pressure, finding the seam, breaking on forward, the dive to the end zone, touchdown Hamilton. Williams with the reception, Williams with the dive, and Hamilton's on the board. 1 for 1 is the left fielder, Natalie Clemens. Clemens amongst this very young core for Durham. Starts off below the knees, 1-0. Talked about the success for Clemens earlier this campaign. Just 4 players entered this season for Durham, more than a year of eligibility used. 1-1 with the foul ball. Corners are shifted tight once more. See there from Clayton and Flinga. Tries to go outside, 2-1. Wind is starting to swirl here at the ballpark. Temperatures are starting to drop. That one drops out of the zone, 3-1. On deck, Pereira.
All right, you go.
(3-1) from Cowan. That one called ball 4. After some hesitation, the runner moves to first. That brings up the explosive center fielder, who has gone 2 for 2 today, Alexis Pereira. Great speed shown on the base paths. It's been difficult to battle with, as that one is batted foul for the first strike, 0-1. Keep in mind, Pereira, 2 RBIs last night against St. Clair, 2 for 4 runners was scored. Runner at first, bottom of the 4th inning, nobody out for Durham. This one chopped foul, strike 2. First base coach making a brilliant catch. Boomstick still rattling around the ballpark for 0-2. Tries to aim for the bottom corner, missed again, 1-2. Cowan has been trying to get that bottom outside corner for majority of the batters so far. 1-2 from Raya Cowan. To right center field, into the gap it goes. This is extra bases. Runners now move to second and third. It's a stand-up double. 3 for 3 now is Alexis Pereira. Into the perfect spot to drop between Brusso and LaFleur. That brings up Malin. 1 for 2 last time. Hit straight to the third baseman. Remember, regular season play. Malin had 11 RBIs. Drags the bunt at the tip of the bat, but is called foul, 0-1. Yo 1. Put bottom of the zone, 0-2, but a run tries to score. It's safe. Durham extends the gap, 6-2.
JP, what are the teams saying down there?
Right now, at the moment, teams are saying they're getting a little bit snappy, in particular Anthony Alfredo in the middle of the triangle at the moment in terms of the grip. But right now, we're looking towards an estimated window of the next 10 laps for pit stops.